Looking for the ultimate marksman guide for Mobile Legends so that you can carry your team to victory? This is the place to be. In this guide, we'll offer you all of the information you need to know to be able to pull in wins, no matter how skilled your team is. The greatest thing about marksman heroes in Mobile Legends is that they can quickly outdamage other heroes and dominate the game within the first few minutes of gameplay. Whether you're new to a MOBA, or you're coming from a PC MOBA like League of Legends, you will still find the information in this guide useful. Early game and farming. To begin with, all you should be focusing on is farming. By that we mean killing minions on the lane to get gold. The more minions you kill, the more gold you'll get. Just like with League of Legends, a good farm can help you outlevel your opponents. It's not just as easy as spamming the basic attack button to kill minions. You need to pay attention to each minion's health so that you can get the final hit on it. If you miss the final hit, you won't get any gold. This is a skill in Mobile Legends and other MOBAs known as last hitting. It involves predicting how much damage your minions will do, and then hitting when the minion has enough health points left for you to kill. If you already know about farming, you'll already be off to a good start. If you don't, get into a few games and spend the entire game killing minions to try and practice your ability to last hit them. Up until you get to level 3 or 4, you should focus on bringing in as many minion kills as possible. After that, you can start attacking other players, mid-game, fighting your lane. Mobile Legends differs from League of Legends at this point in the game. You can be far more aggressive in Mobile Legends and get away with it. As soon as you hit level 4, you'll have enough abilities unlocked and items purchased to cause havoc against the other players. At this point, as soon as an enemy player is on lane, focus on shooting at them instead of the minions. Use your abilities on the enemies to try and take them down. Here are some key tips to focus on when fighting on the lane. Always use your basic attack and abilities on the enemy when they're in range. Stay behind your minions so that you don't take too much damage from the enemy minions. Don't chase the enemies too far. Either they'll come back and you'll be able to kill them later, or they'll recall and you can continue to farm. Whilst fighting enemies on lane, don't forget about farming. Keep an eye on minions with low health and hit them to still keep leveling and farming gold. Always focus on attacking the other marksmen first. In most cases, there will be 2 enemies on the bottom lane with you, the marksman and the support/tank. Learn how to kite. Kiting involves attacking the enemy whilst you run backward. Because you have range, you are able to keep attacking them whilst running away, the late game. By this point, you should have pulled in a few kills on your lane and should have an advantage. Your next objective is to focus on taking down the bottom turret. Next time you kill the enemies on the bottom lane, attack the tower to destroy it. If you have the chance, take the next turret too. If not, don't worry, you can come back to it later. As soon as it has been destroyed, you can focus your other efforts on other lanes. For example, you could run to mid to help the mid lane player take down the enemy mid lane player. Once the mid lane player is dead, you can push to destroy the mid tower too. There are a few things you need to watch out for. If you don't watch out for these things, you may find it more difficult to win. Here's a look at what to watch out for in Mobile Legends when playing as marksman. Always stand at the back of your team when you're in a team fight. You deal damage at range, so you don't need to be on the front line. Let your teammates engage in team fights and use your long-range damage to quickly take down enemies. When you're in the early to mid-lane stage, make sure to keep an eye on the river that leads to your lane. The enemy jungler could come to attack your lane at any point. This is known as ganking, and is the main objective for the jungler. You can counter a gank by always keeping an eye on the river, and playing near your tower when you're on your lane alone. In team fights, always focus on killing the damage dealers first. The assassins and marksmen should be killed before attacking the tanks, because these are the heroes that will be able to kill you. That's all for today. Hope you enjoyed watching, and remember this, keep enjoying the game. You will be better one day. Subscribe for more guides. I will be back soon.